What's going on, Green Team?
Trying to get all the last bit of March Madness content out that I can. That's pre-tournament content. So kind of going against the clock here, but yeah, happy to be here again. Hopefully we can get better results than we did last week. Hopefully I'm not a bad curse. It's usually what happens. So maybe we can turn it around. And yeah, March Madness starts. I guess this will be aired tomorrow. So today when you're hearing this. So greatest time of the year, as we said multiple times, but yeah, happy to be here again.
Last week we set the bar pretty low, so excited to get some fresh picks in today. Kind of like Wyatt said, I always love that time of after the bracket comes out, before the game starts. There's just so much hype built up, and that's all just gonna come crashing down here in about I don't know, 18 hours. So obviously I love the tournament, but there's nothing quite like the build up to it as well. It's just a great couple of days, making who knows how many brackets and doing all this research that ultimately doesn't mean a whole lot. So yeah, just can't wait to get out some fresh picks and looking forward to this entire weekend.
Yeah, I believe I have my own. It's worst bets, or let me get it real quick. Worst bets, $100 challenge. So winner gets $100. Second and third place will also get some prizes as well. So yeah, I don't think I've joined yours yet. I need to do that. I have been surrounded by content, so I need to join all these brackets. There's a bunch out there that are free entries and cash prizes. So definitely will be joining that as soon as this is over. But yeah, hopefully we can. Obviously, no one's going to get one perfect, but my last couple of years, my Final Four hasn't even been. I maybe had one team the last 3 years. So I'm hoping to do a little better when it comes down to the stretch.
I'm notorious for losing a Final Four in one of the first couple of games. Always day one, and it's always within the first 4 games. I'm like, well, this year it's probably gonna be Kentucky. But
look, I mean, this has been fermenting in there for the whole day, so that's got to be pretty. Might even be frozen, but it is frozen.
It's funny because a lot of our challenges have been heat challenges on this show, and then Wyatt on our show as well. Finally, we got an ice cold challenge, and I'm pretty happy I'm not the one doing that. Kind of sad we don't get the OnlyFans reveal going here, but
we could have got some cash subscribers with that content.
Talk about upping the bracket challenge for $50.
Yeah. No kidding.
Show a little flash when I get a donation.
God, that flag back there is pretty nice. I need to snag me some merch.
I know. I need to as well.
Oh God, no.
Did he start his own?
He's definitely going to be nipping out here.
Now might be a bad time to tell you, but I actually don't have my picks ready yet. Kind of got to dig a little bit.
All right, I'm going to start with college basketball. All mine are going to be in college basketball. I have a small little future that will be done by the weekend, but I'm taking Duke to make it to the Sweet 16 at plus 170. I think Duke is going to beat Oral Roberts, and then I'm not too high on Tennessee. Even if Tennessee, I think they could get upset by Louisiana, but I think even if Tennessee gets to the matchup against Duke, I like Duke's chances to beat Tennessee. So I'm going to take them at plus 170 to make the Sweet 16, which seems way too good to be true.
My first pick of the big three is give me Oral. I'll take Oral Roberts plus 6. I love that play.
I'm also going to stick in college basketball. I do love those Sweet 16 markets. Quickly, I did give out Gonzaga on Monday's show at minus 132. It's now minus 188, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Wish I could give it out as an official play, but I'm not going to lay that much juice. I am going to go, let me find the exact line here. And I know, guys, it's disgusting. It goes against everything we have talked about this past week, but I'm going to take Utah State money line. Goodness, I cannot find the line right now. Utah State money line minus 118 over Missouri. Just think Missouri's lack of defense. I think Utah State can light it up from 3 and probably gets it done for the upset.
I'm going to go. I'm really against over-unders in tournament basketball, but I'm going to take this over just because I really wanted to take the underdog in this game, but I'm not going to put that as my big play. So I have the over in Arizona Princeton at 154. I really think Princeton, again, I wanted to take them on the money line. However, I'm not going to put that on my big play. But I do think it's gonna be really high scoring. I could see Arizona scoring 100 points in this game, like 100 to 70, 100 to 80, somewhere like that. Hopefully, it's a little closer for Princeton, but I like this game to go soaring over that 154.
For my second pick, I'm gonna go with the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. They're plus 11.5. I love that.
Love it. I have them. I'm gonna have them straight up money line. I love that play.
Really?
Well, I'm taking every money line, but underdog.
Oh, true. All right, I'm going to keep it close to home with the Sparty dog here. Not going to take a side, though. I like USC, Michigan State, first half total under 64.5. Both teams score a lot more in the second half than they do first half. I think both teams are going to need to adjust a little bit. Early game for USC, local time for them. Obviously, it's going to be noon Eastern Standard Time, but it's going to be like 9 a.m. their time. So just think it's going to be kind of a slow start in that one.
And State's not the fastest starting team either. So I don't mind that bet. Yeah.
Not at all.
I'm going to go to probably the biggest trap of the board, in my opinion. I'm going to take Miami Hurricanes money line at minus 130 against Drake. Again, Miami's a 5 seed against the 12 seed. They're only at minus 130. I'm going to take Miami. Please don't look at they just posted a TikTok. It's the most grossest thing you've ever seen in your life. It's all of Miami's coaches and players say, don't pick us. Like they count us out all year, all last year. I immediately wanted to close out and pick Drake, but I do think Miami is going to win that game, and I'm going to take them at minus 130. I think that's too good of an offer to pass up.
I like that.
My final one. It wouldn't be appropriate if I didn't go to the eyes. The episode I have to wear the eyes shirt. So give me Pittsburgh, New York Rangers over 6.5 goals.
Okay.
Like that too. Part of me wants to take the points with Texas A&M Corpus Christi against Bama, but that's just so gross. I just don't feel like really sweating that. I'm going to take our first game for tomorrow, and I'm going to take West Virginia minus 130 on the money line. I think they beat Maryland outright. Big 12, Big 10 matchup, like the Big 12 in that.
Yeah, I really like that. I also like how that's the first game to start off March Madness. I think it's going to be pretty close, but yeah, I like West Virginia in that matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not ready to sweat out a 16 seed getting 23.5 points against the number one overall.
Especially I think one of the highest scoring number ones.
Yeah, no kidding.
Team, so that could get ugly pretty quick.
Yeah, they showed A&M just last weekend that they don't really take their foot off the gas.
Right.
Keep pounding it down on you. So, but I think that gets there. I will probably be on that Texas A&M. I also think that probably keeps going up. There's probably 25.5 by tip off. Yeah, I would just say join both bracket challenges that were mentioned here. Join our Discord. Subscribe if you haven't. Follow us on all of our accounts. Just be careful this week. There's a lot of games. A lot of people want to go, bet a lot of money on every single game, which is fun. But just bet within your means, I guess. Yeah, just enjoy it. I mean, again, I've said it 1,000 times, but to me, it's the best time of the year for sports. So just enjoy it.
Yeah, I also will be doing that, as I said, the underdog challenge, taking every single money line underdog. So if you want to keep track of that, I'll keep that on our socials so we can keep a record of how we're doing on that. I do have a little adjustment in that. I'm not going to take any of the 16 money lines. I think that was a fluke when Virginia lost. However, that you did make a shitload of money from that. But I'm just going to take the 16 seed spreads as opposed to their money lines. Every other seed, I'm taking the underdog money line. But the 16s, I just think that was a fluke. And there's a reason only one team's ever won in 30 something years. So, but yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date on that and how that's going. Probably going to be pretty ugly and not fun to watch. But I'm interested to see how it works.
Did just want to mention one thing too while Wyatt was talking about all the upsets. I like that idea of not taking the 16 seeds because I'm seeing here like Howard against Kansas is 22-1. The Arizona game was like 24, or Alabama was 24-1. But I think I saw it was 157-1 was the
Right.
official record of one
Right.
seed. So you'd really need like 157-1, in
Right.
my opinion, to make that worth it. So.
Yeah, and I feel like if I can just cancel those four out, that I mean, I'm only doing $20 a game. I'm not doing what that one guy did of $100 per game. I don't have the capital to do that, but $20 a game, I feel like that automatically just saves me $80, just because you're just throwing blind money lines at number one seeds. Granted that in 2018 you got really rich from that, but I think that was a fluke.
Right. So I guess I'll ask you now: have you bet the lines yet for tomorrow, or are you waiting? Are you doing it by game basis, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do as much game by game basis, so I don't have to deposit $1,300 or whatever it is. So I have the two right now. I have Maryland, and I have I had to go on my bookie for Furman, but I have those two locked in right now. And then I'm hopefully just going to take it. Obviously there's going to be 4 games at once at a couple of times, but hopefully I'll only have like 6 open bets at a time. And then just hopefully reuse that money. I really don't want to deposit more, but I might have to. We'll see. One big underdog, I'm right back in it.
Exactly. One last question, just because you got me thinking. Sorry, Ben. Will you, Wyatt, be contradicting yourself ever, do you believe?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just going to do that and I'm going to keep track of that in its own little tab, but then I'll just have like my own bets going.
Okay.
So there'll definitely be contradictions for sure, especially later in the tourney. There'll be contradictions, but I just want to just do that like fully on the side and see if it actually does make you money.
Right.
Yeah, there'll be contradictions for sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of the Better Agree podcast. Make sure you guys follow us on all of our socials. Right now, we're still doing the ESPN Tournament Challenge, where you guys can come join us. And it's at Better and Green TC. The TC is for Tournament Challenge. Make sure you guys subscribe to us on YouTube. We're really climbing right now, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace, boys.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Welcome to Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? Listening and cash out, that's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top, eh? Shout out to Ethan, shout out to Zed, shout out to Ben. Welcome to our podcast, Better and Green.